Hello, friends and followers. So this is the Yaesu FT-757 all apart. I'm debugging a power button issue. So the way this works is the power button is right about here. And it goes through these very thin wires here. And it ends up in the finals area on the finals board or the PA board. So you got to remove this big silver cover to get to it. This cover's on here. There's about 10 million screws. You take the cover off. And this is what you got. So this little wire here, this big relay is the power relay, and this wire is post relay. So this wire power is controlled by the relay. And right now my relay is not firing. So I can attach 12 volts there. Turn on the power supply. The radio powers up just fine. You can tell because it beeps and the fan will go. So that's all there is to it. So the objective now for me, you can see it's taking current. So the objective for me then is to figure out why this relay doesn't turn on. Here's the schematic, and it looks like it's fired here by this transistor, by this transistor here. I hope that's the right relay. Let's follow this thing through. So here, let's see. So you want to get the base of the NPN to be positive. That will fire the relay. So what fires it? Okay, so yeah, here's the power switch thingy there. So, okay, it'll fire if it has some positive voltage on it, I would think. So, power switch will add positive voltage to here from here. And so where does this go? Well, first of all, I guess it would be, okay, 13.6 volts. So do we have anything here to work with? That's what I would want to debug. Put a meter on those two pins and see. So the two pins are here. Do they give how they're arranged? No. Anyway, we can look for voltage on here. I can cross those pins and I don't get anything. So it's not like the switch is bad. That should fire it up and it doesn't. So then, do we have any voltage on that one pin there? That would be a bad diode. I guess I'm not too prepped for this video, am I? I never am. But hey, I get through it, right? I don't screw around too much. Okay, I'm trying to get the meter to come over here. Negative lead. It's tangled up in something. Just yanking on it. Okay, good. Here's the meter, negative lead. Let's ground this thing in something groundable. That looks groundable right there. All right, positive lead. Let's get down to business here. Jeez, I finally got this meter untangled. Okay. Volt scale, there we go. All right, so let's get serious here. We do got VCC coming in, right? No, we don't. Well, that's not gonna work. Because why? Because the wire fell off? Because I put it here. Okay, VCC would go into here. Or here. There we go, and power supply on. Okay, now VCC would be here. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, no ground or what? I'm grounded here. Is that not a ground? Weird. Okay, so what if I ground right here? Yep, spark, spark. Okay, sparking noises. And my power supply went to 0, so that shorted out. Because why? Seems like I got a short here in this thing. So maybe the PA burned out. No, it didn't burn out. Let's see. So this is positive here. And yeah, that's positive from the power supply. There we go. And this is our minus wire from the power plug. That should simply work without complaint. Okay, this time it's acting good. So I must have had a short. Let's see. Do we got VCC here? No, we don't. Power supply is on. Do we got VCC? Let's see. Meter is not grounded. Okay. Will this work? Yep. 15 volts, too much. Turn it down to 13. There we go. Okay, there's my VCC. It works. Now, what's on these two pins here? From the switch. That's showing nothing, and that's not going to work. What about this one? That's got 12 volts on it. Oh, it depends which one's which. Let's turn off the switch here. Power switch. Off. Okay, there's a power switch. It is off. And I'm not showing any voltage here. High current, no voltage. So I got a dead short. Dead short somewhere. And now it's not shorted. So it's probably trying to transmit. It's not in transmit mode. Weird. Okay, so we got voltage. Let's try the power switch again. And power on. Okay, it came on. So something's whacked here. It's working now. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, this is what it was doing. There it worked. It kind of worked and didn't work. Let's go to full current. Power on. Yeah. Nothing. So something's intermittent here, or it's being told not to come on. Whoop, now we got a short. Yeah, I got problems here somewhere, don't I? Now I got a complete short. If I take this wire off and put it back on, I think the short goes away. Or am I shorting it through here? Let's put this wire somewhere else. Right about there. Okay. Still got a short. Is this shorting into something? I don't know, peeps. No short there. Okay, power on. it came on, I think. Yep, it's working. So that current's about when it's operating. Working. And now not. So when the fan doesn't run, it shouldn't be going on like that. So that's an intermediate mode where it didn't initialize. So how's our current? Let's give it more current. There we go. Okay, we're up. When you get a little zoom, it's up. When the fan kind of loafs along, it's not booting. Didn't boot there. So I probably got a few problems here, but before I wasn't even going to click from the relay, so that is interesting or not interesting. Let's see. Nope. Nope. There. Boom. It's up. So yeah, so when I hit the power button, you can hear the relay key or click in, and then the fan doesn't go boom. That means it's not booting. There, it booted. Didn't boot. Didn't boot. So most of the time it will not boot. It will take a bit of current when it doesn't boot, but it won't boot. More voltage. Let's see. No. So that's bad news for me. That's a hard problem to debug. Could be a clock. Crystal, it's not clocking in on the CPU. I couldn't even get a click out of it before, so this is sort of welcome news. What if I go with power right to the power on lead here? This bypasses the relay and the switch. And turn off the power, turn it on. Nope, doesn't boot there either. So that doesn't do any, oh, that's wrong. That's the ground lead. That's not gonna do anything. All right, let's move the positive lead over there to the post relay terminal here. This is actually a fusible link. And if this boots every time, then the relay could be shot and not having enough current through the relay. Okay, I got plenty of current here. Let's try that. That boots. Once again, boots. Once again, boots. Once again. Okay, so I'm getting dependable booting. So the problem is in the relay and or the circuit around the relay. Because each time here I can boot. So is the relay being driven hard enough by the transistor to turn on? Yep, I can boot every time like this. Okay, and to verify that, the front of the radio should be having numbers and all that crap. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. So that's coming up. Let's turn off the power supply. Put this wire back on the positive lead here. And let's turn the power off in the front. Okay, it's off. And power up the power supply. Let's take the meter and just look at the switch contacts and see what they say. Okay, one of them has nothing on it, and this one has 14 volts. Let's turn that down a bit. Okay, so the switch, when closed, they should both be 14 volts, right? Switch is closed. This is 14 here, 12 and 12. Needs more current, doesn't it? That's weird. What's coming into here? 13.49. So where's my drop? 12. That should still fire it, but the drop is disturbing. Switch off. Okay, now the relay, how does it sound? And let's see, can we key it directly? How will we key it directly? Here it is, so that grounds. So the relay basically is being fed through a resistor. That's not so nice. So that could be shot maybe, or worn out. At any rate, if I ground the relay, so the NPN conducts and it grounds it, so the relay wants to be grounded. So if I ground one of the leads of the NPN, this NPN doesn't have any high voltage on it, there's no 12 volts going on it. So I could ground any of these pins and not make a mistake. So let's try that. I wonder how that would work. And I assume, okay, that's Q, what is it? I'm looking at Q10 in there. Q10, yep, that's good old Q10, so I could probably ground any pin on there, and if the relay fires hard enough, then the transistor's weak, doesn't pull it in, or the relay itself has dirty contacts, I don't know. This is kind of a big transistor too, it's kind of a big thing. And it's got some white crap on it. All right, so I don't think I have any way to key that thing. Okay, wait a minute. I can put the meter into amperes mode and do it that way. Let's try that. So here's the meter. Gonna put it in amps mode. I don't know if this meter works in amps mode, but let's see if it does. 10 amp mode. It'll give me a short, right? And I don't think I need to go to amps to make a short, but there's amps. So now we got power on. So if I smack this transistor, actually that should just key the relay. Let's try that. Just gonna try to touch one of these here to ground. No click there, no click there. So my meter may not work in amps mode. Somebody probably blew it out. And I don't have a wire to go in there. All right, I'm gonna halt this video because it's 20 minutes long and we're not really accomplishing anything now. I hope it showed you where to find things in this FT-757 and how to diagnose it. So this relay is the bad boy, I think, of the whole bunch, and the driver. So those gotta get fixed. On-off switch comes in through here. All right, now you know more than you did before. Have a nice day.